Ahoy there, shipmate. Today we'll sail the seven seas. Heave up the anchor and full sail ahead. If you've ever dreamed of walking the deck of a pirate ship, you need to master the language of the sea. That way, the next time you drop a phrase, seasoned with salt and gunpowder, you'll sound like a true captain, one who inspires fear and respect in equal measure. Remember, words can be as sharp as a sword if you know how to use them. So listen closely and get ready to hoist the sails and set off on an adventure that not even the most treacherous seas could stop. Today, I'll dive with you into the fascinating world of pirates, dodging storms and living on the edge of danger. Grip the helm. Feel the wind lash against your face. Sharpen your hook. Put on your eye patch and get ready to speak like a real pirate. And may every word you say carry the force of a storm at sea and the cheekiness of a chatty parrot. Let's start with the basics. Greetings. Because a pirate who doesn't know how to greet is little more than a landlubber wearing a borrowed hat. Forget the sad hello or the weak "how are you?" A true pirate announces their arrival with a strong voice and a proud chest, shouting so everyone hears it from bow to stern, "Ship ahoy!" Or if the moment calls for it, a loud and proud "Ahoy!" echoing through the sails like a cannon blast. When it's time for me to leave, there are no sad goodbyes or soft words. I don't say goodbye. I wish fair seas and full sails. So, I raise my hand and shout, "Fair winds!" Or I part with a teasing, "See you around, buccaneer," making it clear our paths will cross again if the sea decides so. Sometimes I even add, "May Neptune guide your course," or "We'll meet again after the next storm," just to give the farewell a bit more flavor. Among the crew, my right-hand man, the boatswain, is clever, always alert, and perfectly capable of keeping the cabin boys in line when they get rowdy. Or after a few too many mugs of rum, he can shout, "All hands on deck," while dodging a fistfight and stealing the last barrel of rum. All at the same time. Then there's the rest of the crew. Brave buccaneers, bold privateers, and of course, some who are better at scrubbing the deck than fighting. The cabin boys, the rookies, are treated harshly because the sea shows no mercy. And nothing teaches faster than a good slip overboard. Cold water included. If someone betrays me, then we're talking about a scoundrel and he'll pay for it. Mastering these terms is like finding the treasure map of pirate language. It makes you sound battle-hardened, seasoned by 1,000 storms, and terrifying when needed. Now let's talk about the real reason we become pirates. The treasure. Our beloved loot. Gold coins are doubloons, bright and irresistible. Silver coins are pieces of 8, with the Spanish ones being the most valuable. They sound so good when they hit the deck that you can almost hear them whisper, "Pick me up, you coward." There are jewels that shine like sunlight reflected off a barrel of rum. And chests so heavy that just looking at them makes you want to train like a cabin boy all year when I shout, "Hands up, hand over the loot." You'd better obey because I rarely repeat orders. And if I mention the dead man's chest, don't picture a simple box of coins. We're talking about a legendary treasure wrapped in curses. Some say only the boldest and most daring can ever decipher those maps. The hunt for doubloons and sparkling jewels is what drives us to challenge storms that seem alive and enemy pirates who want our skin. Every map is a promise of glory and disaster. Every adventure reminds us that being a pirate isn't all sunshine and gold. It's courage, wit, and luck. After all, what is a pirate without their loot? Like a parrot without words, a helm without a ship, or an empty barrel of rum. A true ocean-sized tragedy. Understanding how a ship works is the difference between a true sea dog and a simple landlubber. The left side of my ship is port. The right side is starboard. The front is the bow, and the back is the stern. If you want to sound like a pro, never mix these up. When it's time to set sail, I shout, "Heave up the anchor," and everyone rushes to prepare the ship. If we need full speed, the order is full sail ahead, and the sails billow like a sea monster awakening. And when land appears on the horizon, my lookout, perched in the crow's nest, shouts, "Land, ho!" But it doesn't stop there. Adjusting the sails to the wind, tacking without running aground, dodging treacherous reefs, and facing storms that seem determined to swallow the whole ship. And never forget the helm, the soul of the vessel, controlled only by someone who truly knows how to sail any sea. Pirate life isn't just about sailing. Oh no, it's much more than that. There are fights, punishments, and moments of pure danger that make you feel alive, like a galleon caught in the heart of a storm. A duel is never improvised. It's fought with steel, swords flashing under the fruits, moonlight clashing with a sound that freezes the blood, while parrots watch from the mast. Pirate justice is fast, creative, and cruel. If you hear, "Throw him overboard," someone's in serious trouble. And if they tell you to walk the plank, well, let's just say you've made a very serious mistake. Or you might be marooned on a deserted island with nothing but a pistol and a single bullet. But it's not all violence and threats. Pirate life is also seasoned with expressions that would make even the cockiest cabin boy sweat. By Neptune's beard, thunder and lightning, may the sharks eat them. These are some of my favorite oaths, always with the flair of a true sea wolf. Words like these are almost as important as a sword. They help you intimidate and lead an unruly crew. For example, when I shout, "Take cover, a storm's coming," it's time to run across the deck and secure the ropes. Another classic is, "Set course for the horizon," a classy way of saying, keep sailing and don't look back. Perfect when the crew gets distracted, watching dolphins or trying to steal rum from the hold. And when I say, "Ring the bell," I'm not talking about a party. It's the signal to prepare the cannons and warn of boarding. If someone asks too many questions, I usually snap, "Shut your beak, cabin boy." Sharper than any sword, and far more effective than arguing. And when we cry, "May Neptune drag me to the depths," it means we're shocked. Other classics include "More lost than a fish out of water," when someone can't find the compass, or "Not even a parrot would understand this," when orders make no sense. And of course, warning shouts like, "Hide the sharks!" At sea, few things are as essential as the helm or the sails, and grog is definitely one of them. A mix of rum, water, sugar, and a splash of lime. Just enough to keep us brave and awake. I raise my mug shouting, "Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum," a classic that perfectly captures the festive, rebellious spirit of us free-hearted sailors. Sometimes, a good mug of grog turns any argument into a toast, and any mistake into a story worth telling. After a few drinks, songs get more epic, stories more exaggerated, and insults far more creative. Because rum makes us feel invincible. Drinking grog isn't a luxury, it's tradition. A ritual. Almost an art. A pirate's clothing is no small matter, shipmate. It's our second skin, our statement of intent, and our tool for surviving, commanding, and most of all, impressing. Every piece has its story and purpose. The tricorn hat, my crown. I always say, no one touches my tricorn. It's the captain's mark. The eye patch, not vanity, but experience. With one eye on the loot and the other under the patch. Some say it adds mystery. I say it gives an advantage in battle. The leather coat and vest, my light armor for storms and boarding actions. Let The leather show, and respect follow. Wide trousers and tall boots, essential for climbing or leaping into battle. Trousers ready and boots firm. The sea waits for no one. The belt with sword and pistol, always within reach. A tight belt, because a prepared pirate is worth two. Accessories like scarves, hoops and rings. Not decoration, but trophies. Every hoop tells a story, and every ring a stolen treasure. Sleeping like a pirate isn't like sleeping on land. Every night at sea is an adventure. On deck, under the stars, I often lie on a sack or damp blankets, listening to the waves. Let the waves rock me. No soft pillows, no comfy beds, just freedom and dreams of treasure. In the hold during a storm, I find a safer corner among barrels and rum. Down here, even a shark sleeps peacefully. Sometimes, if luck allows, I string up a hammock. Let my hammock sway like a crab asleep on the waves, and keep the rats out of my dreams. I always sleep with my boots and patch on. A real pirate never knows when boarding might begin. Patch in place, boots on. A pirate sleeps ready for trouble, and of course, with rum nearby. One sip of rum, and dreams sail in like gold-filled galleons. But careful, too much rum, and you'll roll across the deck like a loose barrel. And in short, here's your quick guide to speaking like a real pirate. When you step onto the deck, shout, "Ship ahoy, mates!" Or "Ahoy, cabin boys!" when it's time to leave. Fair winds. Or "See you around, buccaneer!" Orders must echo across the ship. All hands on deck. Heave up the anchor. Full sail ahead. Set course for the horizon. When the lookout spots something, land ho to prepare cannons or raise the alarm. Ring the bell. In the middle of an attack, hands up, hand over the loot. For legendary treasure, just mention the dreaded dead man's chest. Threats are direct. You'll walk the plank. May the sharks eat you. For swearing with style. By Neptune's beard. Thunder and lightning. May Neptune drag me to the depths. And for scolding, shut your beak, cabin boy. Or throw him overboard. Of course, don't forget the toast. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Or something more poetic. One sip of rum, and dreams come loaded with doubloons and adventure. And expressions that never fail. More lost than a fish out of water. Or not even a parrot would understand this. And that's where my time on deck comes to an end. Now tell me, what's your favorite pirate expression? Leave it in the comments. And if you want to keep learning English with us, don't forget to climb aboard by subscribing to the channel and ringing the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, shipmate, fair winds.